This bowl, not a war. These are exhibition football games, and I really think you have to treat them very similar to preseason football. I've actually had success doing that. I'm 4-1 in the bowls so far this year. 3-1 in the bowls, 1-0 in the college football playoff. Those playoff games, you handicap straight up. Those are just, the way you would handicap any big college football game. But the bowls for me have become, trying to see if I want to get involved in an exhibition game. And I'll just kind of like walk through what I look at when I'm looking at these games. So like I make this number Michigan +9 if this were a regular season game on a neutral field. It's on a neutral field. It's obviously not a regular season game. We know Michigan has opt-outs, specifically the ones that really hurt them on the defensive side of the ball, pretty much without their entire front four here defensively. And so now it's up to 13.5. And I don't really disagree with the move. But what's interesting here to me, Prez, is the total hasn't moved at all. So you've got to move here all the way up. This was down as low as 9.5 at one point. It's now up to 14 some places. Yet the total still sits there at 43.5. And if you agree with the market and think that like Bama's just going to come in and destroy Michigan, Michigan's got guys opting out, they don't care, I think you kind of have to like the over because I think it suggests that there's going to be more points. So Bama's going to probably score more than they would, right? Like the way this game would play out if it was like all things were normal would be like sort of a defensive, Michigan trying to control the time of possession, control the field, run the ball. That's how I think it would play out. Here, I think Alabama could have explosive play after explosive play. And I think your Michigan offense that hasn't been great at times this year is, they've had a month to prepare. So they're probably going to find a play or two somewhere here. So the way I kind of look at this is not going to be one that makes my card. I just don't have a strong enough opinion, but I do think the best way to bet this game is the over. It hasn't moved, and I think Bama could get close to this on their own. So I'll say over 43.5 for Michigan Bama here.
Thanks for doing this. What do you got to promote?
Yeah, so I'm 4-1 so far in the bowl season, 3-1 on the bowls, 1-0 in the college football playoff. I have a 5%, my only 5% play of bowl season in this round of the college football playoff. So that's coming up the next 2 days. That was the highlight of the week for me last week, for sure, was the college bowls. When I think I've now hit 4 in a row after losing my first one on Cal. So we're hot there. 5% play in one of the college football playoff games, and that's up now on the site, WT.buzz/AT. Also, Prez, I'm going to give out one of my client basketball plays for today on the college basketball show at 2 p.m. right here on Wager Talk TV, which everyone should be watching anyway.